In any animated movie and TV series, we expect to see a lot of scenes built up on emotion. Scenes containing a lot of joyous moments, comedy, and action-packed fights between the protagonists and antagonists. This is what I wanted to experiment and explore in my first 2D animation. When first hearing the assigned music, I instantly knew I wanted to make a fight scene.
Light bulb.
The biggest inspiration for my animation was the arena fight scene in Astro Boy. This scene, combined with the choice of music, really helped develop my ideas for this fight scene. The idea I had in mind was to introduce my protagonist, the flour bag, thrown into a kitchen-like arena, surrounded by other food produce, and being challenged to a duel by the antagonist, a pepper robot. Like Astro Boy, I wanted my flour bag to be able to dodge and deflect the robot's attacks. Near the end of my animation, the build-up of music allowed my flour bag to present his inner warrior and face his foe head-on and claiming victory, despite falling through the floor in the end. Within any animation, camera angles and perspectives are the most important factor in production. Appropriate camera angles and perspectives can make the scene far more dynamic. This is what I mainly focused on in my flour bag animation. In the animatic, the camera was focused on a profile shot of the pepper bot, and then proceeded to follow the first attack.
Nice.
Compared to the animatic, the camera now focuses on the pepper bot at a 3/4 angle, zooms out, and then proceeds to follow the motion of the first attack.
Double nice.
Another example is when the angle turnaround on the pepper bot gave more motion to the fight. This angle then changes to a low shot, allowing us to capture and frame the motion of the flour bag as he jumps in the air. One of the challenges with this kind of change in motion and perspective, when the first pepper pellet was fired, the camera follows the pellet, causing the camera angle to change on the floor. This proved to be challenging, as the transition between each frame of the floor was not as smooth as I'd hoped it would have been. If I were to do this again, I would consider using a far simpler design, as the changing of frames on the tiled floor was challenging and time-consuming.
I don't have time for this!
When thinking of the characterization of the flour bag, the first character that came to mind was the carpet from Aladdin. In terms of anatomy, the flour bag and the carpet aren't too dissimilar. Anatomically, my flour bag does have qualities like the carpet, and does express some emotion through his physical form, for instance, when he showed confusion and surprise towards the robot. In hindsight, I could have made my flour bag have more characterization through other means, such as subtle creases, folds, and posture to present his emotions through expression. When thinking of fight scenes in animated films and TV, we'd like to see a lot of physical interaction between characters and their weapons, magic, and many kinds of things like this. TV shows like Avatar, The Last Airbender, and Steven Universe certainly present these qualities, but to present an action scene with a flour bag? That's a bit more challenging. I feel that this is where I made the least improvements compared to my animatic, as I did not change any of the action poses and sequences to make them more dynamic. Although his action sequences were interesting, perhaps I could have used utilities and the surroundings. For example, the flour bag could have interacted with the kitchenware, i.e. jumping on the hob, or pan as a weapon.
Oh, Mama, I have got to get me one of these!
The use of the scene and its settings could have further enhanced the flour bag's characterization.
Yes! Use your surroundings!
Having learned about these animation errors, I feel that I will be able to develop my skills for future animations, ensuring I won't make such mistakes again. That being said, I'm very proud of the outcome for my first 2D animation.